That program number 4 is an application to set an image as a wallpaper. There has to be an activation of on click button. The wallpaper image should change randomly at every 30 seconds. Okay, so this is the layout you have to prepare. Changing the wallpaper application is heading for the application, and click here to change the wallpaper is the button. On button activation, you have to change the system or mobile screen wallpaper. Okay, so that you have to inherit some of the permissions from the system. Okay, and you have to set. So this is a scheme. We will go for new project, file, new project. Okay, so we'll take an empty activity. Go to next one. So here, so we'll give lab IA4. Lab 4. Okay, just an example. Okay. Okay. So meanwhile it inherits all the properties. We'll just take how to take the permission. Okay, the permission that has to be set in set for changing the wallpaper will be there in Android manifest. Okay, so Android manifest, the permission is user permission Android name permission dot set my wallpaper. So this you have to set. We'll check where it has to be set. Right. So we'll move on to the application. Okay, still it is loading. So for this, what you have to do is preliminary activities that has to be done for this. We have to take some images. Uh, let's make sure that those all images are of less in size. Okay, now what I will do is I will just generate some images which has to be set to the wallpaper. Okay, here I will take just to indicate wall 1. Okay, I'll just save it 1. So I will save it in the desktop. Okay, so preferably all have to be like JPG. I will give as 1 as same name, and some will give some wallpaper colors just to differentiate. Okay, this one file save as JPG picture in the same, so I will give as just 2. Right, so all the files that you take that should be of same extension. Okay, I'll just give the colors. Once again I will save it with some other name. Okay, so these are the names that you have to give in the wallpaper setting. That's why we're giving it some specific names, or else you would have taken the some other names. Okay, same. So I'm just not changing the letters, I'm just changing the color. Okay, so just don't get confused with the letters. 4. So I'll take one more. This is 4. Next I'll take right. I'll save it with right. Save. So 5 images have been done. 1 2 3 4 5 images. So these all images that we require for changing the wallpaper. Okay, now it has been activated. I'll go to XML file. Okay, so I don't want hello world. Hello world, you can just take it to the top. And what has to be displayed? Changing wallpaper application, that has to be displayed. Can just take changing wallpaper application. Okay, that you can take. That's a code in case if you want to right? Changing the wallpaper application, font color, oh sorry, font size, Android text size is equal to we have 30 dp, depth of pixels, okay, or else you can just give 20 dp, right? So this we can take at the top, right? Next you have to create a button, right? Create a button, so that take a button, drag and drop here, right? That button. So what should be the button name should be click here to change the wallpaper. Okay, I will give the name as it is, click here to change the wallpaper, right? So that I will take the center, right? So I'll just activate the missing constraint in the button. So click here, missing constraints, right? Right. Done. So here for on click button, okay, so that has to be activated, okay, right? So up till here understood,
Yes, sir.
right? This is the button. So button ID will be button. So it is wrapping the content. So wrap content, I'll just take the things, okay, what all we have to taken in the button. Wrap content, some marginal tab, top, all the things are given. Constraint bottom, layout, this all for setting up of that is in the center. Okay, some missing constraints. All right. So for this activity, what are the things you have to inherit? Okay, so a little bit of so logic you have to handle when you are including some of the packages. If it is difficult, if it is difficult uh, to see what all the bundles that you have to import, just you can include all the things. Let them be useful or not, right? So first, the important thing is OS bundle has to be inherited. That is OS bundle. So next we need wallpaper manager, Android. Okay, that you have to import Android wallpaper manager. So we need Android wallpaper manager to manage wallpaper. Android wallpaper, right? Android, here it's there in application wallpaper manager. Okay, so this we need. Next we need graphics bitmap, import, okay, import Android graphics bitmap. Okay, in that bitmap, so all the uh, functionalities with respect to the images are included. Okay, or else in case if you wish the same thing should be included, like import Android graphics bitmap factory. All functionalities with respect to images are included. And next is the same drawable. Okay, here I will be taking import android dot drawable. In so why do you need drawable is we'll be taking some of the images in uh, drawable folder. In that drawable folder, what are the things we require? So we need animation. In case if there are animated images, that we can take animation drawable or bitmap drawable. Okay, all the things that we can take here. Okay, so those will be there in Android drawable. So I'll just copy paste this here. Copy paste this drawable and bitmap drawable. Right, bitmap drawable. So this is with respect to the images, right? And activating the dot drawable folder dot drawable, right? Drawable. So these are with respect to the all the image factory. So normally it is called as an image factory. So after this OS bundle is included, if you want to view, so I'll just take this Android up till here. I'll just copy this. So we need to take okay, Android view. In that we have to take view for viewing all the uh, layouts. In that next is viewing widgets. Widget is a type of image is a widget. View widget is present in widget button, right? So widget, if you want to toast, you can have a toast message displayed. So if it is suggesting, you can take. So in widget, so buttons, so all you can take widget buttons, widget toast, right? Button toast, and finally we have to take okay, import. Okay, while you're taking Java IO IO exception is that in case if it is not giving any IO exception, allowing to change wallpaper. Okay, so you have to take IO exceptions. Okay, next is import. Okay, so we need import for timer function. So that is timer is it is present in Java dot utilities. The utilities is timer. Okay, in utility timer function. Okay, we are inheriting timer function and timer task also. What has to be done? Import Java dot utility in that timer task. Okay, so these are all the things that we require for an image to be displayed. Right, so next is public class main activity extending the application app activity. So that will take the on create bundle. Okay, on create some saved instances. Okay, right. Okay, so here what we have to do, we have to create the timer. So creating the timer is variable my timer. So I'll just take one variable my timer. Okay, how to create, that is equal to new one variable. It's just a okay, my timer is equal to timer function is timer. Okay, just giving Okay, my timer, new timer. Okay, so it is giving an error. Okay, so we should have created here. Okay, we'll take it, the declarations, we'll take it here. Okay, so we'll take the declarations because we're taking one variable that should be as integers. Timer, timer, one variable, that is my timer. One variable is required for button. We require button change wallpaper. Wallpaper, one variable for changing the wallpaper. Okay, next my timer over. Next we need a manager, wallpaper manager, wallpaper manager, wallpaper manager, one variable. Okay, we have to set this up when you're changing the wallpaper manager. And next is we need a drawable. We need to drawable folder. Drawable folder. Okay, from the drawable folder we will be taking the images and we'll putting them in the uh, drawable to so as to give an image. Okay, so next is how many images you want to display. For that we'll take integer variable int, one variable called as previous is equal to 1. So we're taking is 1 is till it says 5, 10, 15. For that we're taking one integer variable. You can take any name, any variable, just to manipulate the looping statements. We require that. Okay, so next we'll activate the wallpaper manager. Wallpaper manager is equal to so wallpaper manager or to get instance. Okay, get instance of what? This we have to pass the present instance. Okay, then it will take the wallpaper managing activity to present activity that you are clicking. Okay, so for this, okay, change wallpaper manager is equal to same find view by id, find view by, okay, it is not there, find view by id. Which button? Here r dot layout id from button. Okay, from that button you have to take wallpaper. Okay, that is change wallpaper is equal to find view by id r dot button. Next from here I have to change the image. Change wallpaper manager dot set on click, set on capital O on click listener, on click listen. It has to listen, on click listen what? New view on click listener. Okay, on click listener. Okay, so on click listener is a function where it will activate what has to be done in listening function. So automatically function will be created here. You can just see that function is created. Okay, directly view.view will be coming here. Here what has to be done? I will just write a function called as set wallpaper. Set wallpaper function I will call. So that is a directly wallpaper function. So we have to take, yes, create a method for that. Okay, so we'll just write it at the end. Okay, so here, so what has to be done here? For in the setting of the wallpaper we have to set one paper image 1, image 2, image 3, image 4 and so on. All the images that you want to set, it has to be written in a function called as set wallpaper. So set wallpaper should be private in that particular package. private, private, no need to inherit, set is, it is not suggesting anything. Okay, set wall pk, it should have suggested, it is not suggesting anything. Wallpaper. Okay, so what you have to do, right, so you have to set the wallpaper here, right, so that is we have to take the timer, my timer, for particular time. So we have to schedule, scheduling what, new task. You can take new task here, new timer, timer task. So this timer task will automatically take what has to be done in a particular run. So after a run, if timer has been set, automatically it will take whenever you click that particular activation button. So automatically it will go on taking it what has to be done. So here it is a wide run is a function which will be activated after task timer task has been called. Okay, so there if you want to set wallpaper, if previous button, if it is equal to 1 or anything, you can just take initial, what are the initial value you have taken initially here, so that you can take here. If wallpaper 1, okay, I will just set it. Okay, if wallpaper 1 is equal to, no, if previous is equal to 1, then you have to set the wallpaper 1. Okay, so that is in the drawable folder, drawable, the drawable, we have to take resources. Okay, get get resources, or else just a type getr, sometimes it will give you small letters and capital letters. Get resources at get drawable, right, get a drawable r dot id or dot drawable. Yes, what is the file name? File name is 1. You have to give file name is 1. This has been set, right, and you have to make previous is equal to 2, so that means it will go to 2. So why you have to make previous is equal to 2 here is, so when you set the wallpaper 1, you have to go with the wallpaper 2. So that is why we are doing wallpaper 2. For that we are taking uh, previous is equal to 2. So next we can take else, the same code can be set. Okay, so that is if else, so previous is equal to 2, previous is equal to 2, then get resources, then wallpaper that you want to set is 2. Okay, then you make it wallpaper 3. Okay, so that's about making wallpaper, second wallpaper. So next wallpaper is take 3, make previous is equal to 4, change the right. So next one, make previous is equal to 4, set the wallpaper to 4, 4. So these are the names 1, 2 and 3 are the file names of the images that you want to set. Like next, it is 5, make wallpaper is equal to 5. Next, next I will make previous is equal to 1, so that it will go on iterating itself, right, go on iterating itself, right. So this is for setting up of all the images. Next, after this, in case if that is not set, so if that is not set, I will activate the I will activate I will activate the error message. So error message. So we'll take a bitmap drive bitmap. So that is wallpaper as it is, because we'll be taking wallpaper is equal to. So just give one on space before we take. Okay. So it is bitmap drawable. I'll just go and type it bitmap. Bitmap drawable dot drawable. Right. In that drawable get bitmap dot right. So I will go on taking that bitmap function for setting up of the images. Right here, I'll just write a try catch block so that whether it is giving successfully executing or not. Okay. So wallpaper manager dot set bitmap. What is that? Wallpaper. Okay, it should have suggested something wall. Taken wallpaper set bitmap. It's giving an error. Should have just a minute. Okay, so that is for setting of the permission that will be asked. Okay, so don't worry about that one. So for this catch block, we'll write. So for IO exceptions. Okay, so exceptions E, handling the exception E. So we can just give one toast message or anything. Okay, it will print some message, or else you can create a toast and you can display toast here. Exception dot print stack trace. So it will show that it cannot be activated. Okay, so for here, so they are told like it has to be for 30 seconds. For 30 seconds time delay period is in terms of 30 seconds. Okay, for 30 seconds is in terms of milliseconds you have to give, that is 30 so and so millisecond. Okay, there you can see the first parameter is delay. So without that the timer has to be delayed, we have to take 30 seconds and display this. Okay, for here, in case if you click on that set bitmap wallpaper, it will ask you to change the set paper permission. Click on that one. It will go to manifest. So in the manifest, so click on the manifest in the Android manifest file. So here set wallpaper permission. Okay, in the set wallpaper permission has to be given. I think it has taken twice. Android name permission. Right. Okay. And here it is giving some errors for the wallpapers. So wallpapers, what you have to take is you have to take all these wallpapers, copy these images, copy the images, and in the drawable folder, resources, in the drawable folder, paste all the images. Okay, I'm pasting it. So refactor, all the images are taken as 1 2 3 4 5. Right. Okay, still it's giving an error. Okay, for setting of the wallpaper, set lab for okay, it is taking private here. Okay, already we have written it, but it should have already there. Some errors still. So we'll go with that is set wallpaper one. So what is the error? Mhm. Okay, take here. So we'll take create a method.
Sir, that method was inside the protected. I mean, that on create method, sir. So it was giving an error.
Yes, yes, it was inside here. Here you should have created here. Yes. Okay. Fine. It will not give now because we had created in on create layout itself. It should have been outside. Okay. Now there is no errors now. Okay. So we'll see the Android manifest whether it is giving. Yes. Set permission is already set. Okay. So we'll go with this. So we'll run. We'll connect mobile. And one more property of the setting of the wallpaper is when it is activating. Okay. So when it is activated, wallpaper will be changing. If you close that, if you uh, close means if you completely close the application, that the paper which is recently set that will be remained. Okay, but if you run image in a background, that means if we just minimize an application, so it will go on changing the application at every 30 seconds. Okay, so that is the delay here. So that delay. Okay, so that is the what is the true factor of this permission, user permission. Okay, Android permission set wallpaper. So it is something like you are doing the activities with the system, that is you are inheriting the properties of the system application, right? So this is about fourth program, setting up of the wallpaper. And have written the code with line by line, and kindly go through the codes. Okay, try to do the codes as we have taken, right? So Gradle is running still. So yes, launching the activity. So it has launched now. So it has these all have done came randomly here because of we had not set the layout where it has to be there. Okay, just you can look what image is already set here. Image is something different now. So we'll change the wallpaper. Click on the change wallpaper. So it will just see. Let's see what wallpaper is set. Now, can you see wallpaper has been changed? Can you see? I've just minimized
Yes.
it. I've just minimized it. We have to go for 30 seconds. Then it will be changing. Or else, if you want to change it, go to that activity, change the wallpaper. So second activity, right? With a blue color, yellow color is displayed. Now I want it to change it to the next one. Okay, change it to the next color, right? Understood? The colors have been changed. Colors were changing as according to the name that we have given with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Right. Understood? Now five colors, uh, five over. Yes. Now can you see that wallpaper is being changed automatically even though you have not clicked it? Right. Can you see that it is changing automatically without
Yes,
any
sir.
delays? Yes, that is because that is minimized. That is minimized in the background. It will be running in the background itself. See here. Background means it is just minimized in the recent applications. Okay.